first thing that you need to know is women want men to approach them and talk to them. Listen, take this as a hint. The hotter a woman looks, the more makeup she's plastered onto her face, the more she wants to impress, the more she wants to be noticed and approached. You see, almost everything a woman does is core motivated by the desire to meet the man of her dreams at the store, in the club, or at the bar. She's hoping, whether she consciously realizes it or not, that a guy is just going to appear out of nowhere to rock her world. Think about it. Why did she check her makeup before running to the store for paper towels? Because she never knows when she's going to meet the one, the guy to sweep her off her feet, or better still, the guy who knows these secrets. Remember, this is straight from the ultimate under-the-radar seducer himself, and I and thousands of other guys have proved his findings to be 100% true. I swear, before Alex, I never thought about it like that. I always thought of women as like this kind of challenge, a test, a prize we had to win. Don't ever be intimidated like I was just because a girl is hot. In fact, the myth that the hottest women are the hardest to get, total BS. Truth is, they're much easier to land than 6s or 7s. So when you see a gorgeous, sexy woman dressed to the nines and made up like she's on the prowl, it's an indicator to approach. It's a green light. You get it? You see a woman like that and it's game on. Now that leads me to the second thing that Alex taught me. You think women are attracted to confident men? Think again. No doubt you've already heard that confidence is a big attractor factor, but it goes way deeper than that. Women notice confident men, sure, but what they're really attracted to, what gets their heart racing, their blood pumping, and their panties moist is non-neediness. You got to project this air of, hey, I don't need you. I could take it or leave it. You give off that vibe and it's like honey to a bee. Now, always bear in mind that women are repelled by neediness. I've seen guys collapse 2 strong-year relationships with just one weak-willed show of pathetic neediness. Now, let me ask you a question. Has a woman ever busted your balls on something? Now, odds are that they weren't mad or demanding or being even sarcastic or insulting. They were testing you on your neediness. If you're needy deep down, you'll compromise on your beliefs and your values, and you'll do it in the form of a reaction, and she's going to pick up on that right away. The best thing you can do when she's testing you, be non-reactive. It shows that you're not going to compromise your integrity or try to impress to keep a woman interested. Because if you genuinely don't care about impressing her, it throws off that irresistible non-neediness vibe, and you win. When you're approaching, non-neediness is the only filter that matters to women. Now, we're talking about high-quality, desirable, ultra-hot women who you want to sleep with. And more importantly, who want to sleep with you. And stay tuned because I'm going to show you how you can pass their silly little tests and resonate non-neediness 24/7 without even trying. Now, here's the next secret Alex revealed. Women operate primarily by feelings and much, much less about money, age, or looks. If there's anything that should be good news to guys like us, this is it. It doesn't matter whether you're driving a piece of shit car. It doesn't matter what your job is. It makes no difference how old you are or whether you have a full head of hair. Make that when you take control of her feelings, she's yours. Think about it. Why do they watch those chick flicks? Well, it's obvious. So they can have their feelings manipulated. And they secretly wish guys would manipulate them too. But of course, they'll never say that out loud. Why? Because that would make them look like a slut. But when you know how to subtly manipulate her feelings, she quickly becomes addicted to you. And what's great is there's easy ways to do this. Now, here's another thing Alex told me that you can rely on. Women's brains are hardwired to respond to specific emotional triggers, both positive and negative. There are certain emotional triggers that women react to. And when I say react, I mean there is no thought on their part involved whatsoever. You only need to know how to trigger them. That's it. That's all. Just like non-neediness, there are things guys can do to trigger these emotions. So let me give you an easy one. Women want to be teased. Remember when you were like 6 years old in the playground and you'd chase after a girl or play fight with her? Well, this is just a step up from that. Women still want to be teased in that way. Let me give you one of the best ways to do this. Here's the exact line you need to use. Next time you're hanging with the girl, just drop this sucker in and watch the reaction. You know, you're a seriously cool person. It's really too bad you're not my type. Just watch the smile spread across her face when you say that one. And I'll tell you, she may throw a test back at you, just like we discussed. And that's terrific because that means that you're simply minutes away from kissing her. Little push-pull teasing like that, well, it's going to trigger not a logical, but an emotional response. A response women have no control over. It's hardwired. Try it. It's simple. Now, the push-pull is nowhere near the only emotional trigger. There are many.